Hi guys, welcome to C2C Mentors. My name is Ketan. Finally, the TISS final report, placement report is out. So in this video, we're gonna talk about, first of all, I will be doing some analysis on the placement front. We will be talking about the profiles, the sort of recruiters that visit TISS campus. And I will also be telling you the sectors that, students of TISS getting placed, the HRM and the labor relation program. And then eventually we will talk about the placement structure, we'll talk about the PPOs and the average and the top package. Now, so what do we have here? We've got the statistics. So number of students, 60. Number of PPO offered around about 20. So that's, if you talk about 20 on 60, this is nothing but 1/3 of the batches getting PPO. That's a fabulous number. See, that's the best advantage that you get, when you are in TISS, because the number of students that needs to be placed, again, in a field like HR, is actually less. Right now, there might be so many people, they might argue on this front saying that, oh, you know what, there are just 60 people to place, and that's the reason, the medium package or the average package is on a very high level. But that's not the reality. The reality is that when you have a specialization, something like HR, which is definitely not having that sort of a demand when you compare it with marketing, finance, and operations. It's a fabulous job. Rather, it's a tough job to kind of place people at that sort of a profile and designation, and keeping thing in mind, which is the salary, right, or the placement packages that we talk about. So it's a fabulous job. Now, number of lateral placements offered is around about 15. Again, this number is good. So if you're somebody with a work experience, then you can definitely look out for lateral placement. Lateral placement is exclusively for work ex people. So the number is around about 15, which is again 25% of the entire batch, which is not bad, to be very honest. Number of offers in HR are 58, 36 recruiters catering to the 60 students. Nice number. Now, let's understand a couple of statistics out here. So this slide tells us about, see, if you remember, like if you've been following me, kind of properly, and if you've seen my videos about placements and B-School placements, I always make a mention about the regular recruiters. Now, this is called as transparency. Now, this is what I would love to see in a college's placement report. That they say it, prima facie, that, these are our regular recruiters, right? Which is Accenture, ABGP, which is Aditya Birla Group, Asian Paints, ITC, Amazon, Mahindra & Mahindra, Reliance Industries, TASS. All these are blue chip companies. All these are fundamentally, I'm using this word, all these are fundamentally strong companies, who's got strong business lineup, amazing sort of companies. So you can understand, what sort of, so it's not only companies coming on campus and giving 40-50 lakhs, it's all about quality, right? And when we talk about these companies, these are biggies in the Indian market. So that's the advantage that you get. That's number one. Let's understand the PPO. So what do we have? Adani Group, Fractal, TCS, and WNS. See how diversified profile this is, right? Rather, I would say it's a quite diversified portfolio, because you have Adani Group, which is again the it's one of the reputed conglomerate that we have. Then you've got Fractal Analytics, which is nothing but the analytics sort of a company coming on campus. Then you've got IT company and ITES companies coming on the campus. So the kind of a cliche that we always have, that HR will be working in a typical domain, or a typical sort of companies, I think that's not happening out here. So if you look at TISS, this is something which will definitely break those taboos. And as I always say, that TISS has a great reputation in the corporate world, and that's the reason, like, once you are in TISS, you are sorted for your placement. Now look at this. Companies like IBM, ONGC, PNG were back on campus. Now this is basically, they might took a break. So they were the recruiters earlier. They were regular recruiters. So they took the break for like maybe around about a year and a half or two, and then they came back to placement on the campus, and that's what college would make a mention about. Again, the portfolio is damn good. Now let's read this. Students with relevant work experience were hired into middle management position. This is something quite important. So that's where the work ex might help you. I'm using a word may, or it might help you depending what sort of profile you get, right? Now, the students were placed in the middle management position by companies making lateral placement offers. Definitely, laterals are only for the workers ka bacha log. Amazon, Dell EMC, Deloitte India, Adani Group, IBM, L&T Infotech, Samsung R&D. This is fabulous. Now, understand, look at the quality, and that's what TISS will grab your eyeballs, because this is what TISS can provide you if you are actually getting a TISS. Because again, this college in particular is actually competing with top 20 B schools, in the country. But then fabulous results, right? So it's a good news for work ex people. Again, relevant work ex. Excuse me for this. I'm talking about relevant work experience. I mean, like, you got to be somebody who has worked earlier in recruitment area, in comp and ben, leadership sort of companies, and you have to have a profile which is definitely offered by these guys on the campus. In that case, it's the golden opportunity. Moving ahead, what do we have? Moving ahead, we've got the bifurcation. So top companies in consulting and general. So again, you remember the HR video that I made? We had a live session on HR, and I talked about HR making taking an active part in consulting domain these days, right? So HRs are also getting there in the consulting area. But trust me, know what I'll tell you, it's quite easy to get into consulting if you are from the HR side. I will be explaining this to you guys in maybe another video of mine, but yeah, it is actually the case. Now look at what do we have. We've got Accenture, we've got Aon, we've got Deloitte, we've got Korn Ferry, we've got TCS, WNS. All these are damn good companies. IT, ERP, business process, consulting, Fractal, as I said, IBM, L&T, Wipro. These are the good companies. Let's talk about general management and strategy. This is a wow factor. Trust me, this is wow factor, because I always tell you guys, right? There is something called as, you will be studying this in your B school, right? Human resource strategic management. Okay, this is something you need to be focusing on. So you've got all the big conglomerates coming on campus: Adani Group, Aditya Birla Group, Mahindra and Mahindra, Reliance, RPG, TAS. Imagine TAS. These sort of companies are actually hitting IM, ABC, XLRI and FMS also. All these are big colleges. So these companies are visiting there, and these companies are visiting on TISS campus also. It's just that the profile is HR. So this is what you need to keep in your mind, that look at the brand and look at the quality of placement. Let's understand what do we have in banking. So that's got Citibank in the banking domain, technology, Dell and Samsung, energy, automobile, Tata Steel. So you can pause the video, have a look at this recruiter. Okay, let's understand in e-commerce, definitely Amazon and Flipkart. Pharma, Dr. Reddy's and Pharma. Again, these two are damn good. Now, here is the final placement chart that you guys have been waiting for. So the institute saw participation from top brands. We know that, ABG and all that. One in five students of HRM and labor relation batch receives 25 lakh salary. It means if you talk about your 20% batch is getting an average salary of round about 20%. Round about 25 lakhs is the average salary offered for the batch which is in top 20%. So that's a good number, 25 lakh plus salary, not even 25 lakhs. And the highest is 32.79, close to JBIMS. Getting my point. So this is what it is. Like, I don't want to do a comparison face to face, but trust me, anytime, like, this has done phenomenally well, right? Even if you look at their median is around about 20.25, again close to JBIMS. Fabulous record they have. The average salary increased by 5.43%. That's a good thing. More than 20% of the batch received offers of more than 25 lakhs per annum. This is what I exactly said. Now, if you look at these numbers are actually something that you can see in top 5 B schools in the country, or top 6 or top 7 B schools in the country. And that's where when you talk about ranking of a college, guys, listen to me very carefully. I see a lot of institutes out there, they rank colleges. I mean, it's a very haywire and it's very absurd kind of ranking. Now, you are missing on a college like TISS, and you are putting JBIMS or you are putting any other college over and above TISS. Does not make any sense, to be very honest, right? I'm not saying that JB is above or below, but again, if you are putting a JB, or if somebody is putting XLRI or SP Jain in the same category, I would love to see TISS in top 10 category also. Because understand this college in particular has a very limited portfolio. It is not giving placement in marketing finance the way JB or SP Jain or XLRI would give, right? XLRI has a BM program anyway. But again, even after being niche kind of a college, right? And again, something like social science been attached to the name of it. It has been doing a phenomenal job. You're getting my point, and that's the reason my top 10 list will definitely include TISS in the chart. I will soon be making this list available. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. The video will be uploaded tomorrow. So this is what I want to say. Like, we got to be rational enough when we actually rank these colleges. I mean, these are the numbers that I want every magazine, every institute to actually have a look on, because these are the numbers that actually make this college eligible to be in top 10. So guys, that's it from my side. It's a fabulous thing. You can definitely aim for TISS if you are gunning for HR, and even if you're not somebody who really keen on having really keen interest on HR, you can still try to look after for HR as a specialization. You never know, it might act it might act as a good backup for you. Fine, so guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be uploading more videos. Stay tuned to my channel. If not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Thank you so much.